In this video, we are still working with single-step conversions. However, instead of going from grams to moles, we're going to work backwards. I'm going to give you moles of a substance, and you need to tell me how many grams that is. So just like before, it's always our given number and our old units out front times our conversion factor, where we have our old unit number on the bottom and our new unit number from our conversion factor on top. So the question is, how many grams are in 5 moles of NaCl? So first I'm going to mark up my given number. My given number is 5 moles NaCl. And then I'm going to box what I want to find. So they're asking me to find grams of the same substance. So I know that I am going to need to find the molar mass for my conversion factor. So 1 mole of NaCl is going to be my old unit, since I am given moles to start with. And that is equal to the mass of NaCl from the periodic table. And so that would be 58.44 grams. Since grams is what I want to find, I put it in blue to make sure I know it's different from the unit I'm starting with. So my given number goes out front, so 5 moles NaCl, and I'm going to multiply it by my conversion factor. So if you notice in the chart, I put my conversion factor in a different color, so that way I remember that those numbers are what's going in the center. The old unit is going to go on the bottom. And so I start with moles of NaCl. I want to get rid of moles of NaCl. So to cancel it, I'm going to put my 1 mole NaCl for my conversion factor on the bottom. I want grams of NaCl, so I'm going to put that on top in the conversion factor. And then the number that I'm putting on top is the mass from the periodic table, 58.44 grams that I found earlier. So by setting it up like this, I can cancel out my moles. So I am left with grams of NaCl as my answer. When you put it in, you're going to do 5 times parenthesis 58.44 divided by 1. And that is going to give me 292.4, nope, that's not right. 292.20 grams NaCl. So that would be my final answer. What I want you to do right now is you are going to set up your conversion factor box. So you are going to do your given number, fill it out, and your conversion factor, and fill it out in the chart. Then you are going to set up your question. So, sorry, hold on, back up. 1, you're going to write your chart out. 2, you are going to read the question and highlight what you are given in your given color, your old units, and then highlight what you want to find in your new units, and then fill it in the chart. Then you'll need to use the conversion factor of 1 mole is equal to the mass from the periodic table. Then you are going to set it up and solve. When you are finished, you are going to get it checked with me before you move on to the 4 independent practice questions. It's important that you get these checked before you move on, because if you make a mistake and then keep doing the mistake, it's very hard to unlearn. So we want to catch it early before we continue to go.